What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a customer support AI agent using Anytime. So let's get started. Here's a customer support AI agent that I'm going to show you how to create in this video. We are triggering our workflow after we receive an email from a customer requesting support. For example, you can see an example email that our client sent us over here. The email is on the lines of, "Hello, I'd love to schedule a demo to see how Lax automation can benefit my business. Can you share the link and let me know to get this set up? Looking forward to it." So that is a customer support email that one of our example clients is sending us. And here we are adding a text classifier to classify the client's email, whether it's in the resource category, whether the client is inquiring about a link, for example, a scheduling link, whether the client is requesting for live support, or they require dynamic recommendations. After classifying our email, going ahead and generating email response to them using this customer support AI agent right here. And then after we generate an email reply, we're waiting a few seconds and sending them the custom reply that we generated using our customer support agent. And then we are labeling the email as a customer support. So this is a simple workflow that I'm going to show you how to create in this video. So let's get started. I've created another workflow that I've renamed to customer support AI agent. Is where we're going to set up our customer support AI agent over here. Here we'll need to add a trigger. So our trigger is going to be a Gmail trigger. So I'll search for Gmail. Then on Gmail, I'm going to click on message received trigger. Here, you'll need to create a new credential. To do that, just click on sign in with Google. Then on the new window that pops up, choose the account that you like to connect to Anytime. So choosing the account, your credential will be created. Since I had already created my credential, I'm going to close this. Choose my credential right here. Mode, can choose either every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, or customize it. I'm going to choose every minute. And here, event will be message received. We're going to choose to turn the simplify off. We're going to fetch a test event over here. So we can choose to send ourselves an email. We're going to assume our client is sending us this email right here. Or the email is on the lines of, "Hi there, I've been using Lax automation for a bit now, but I'm still getting the hang on all its features. I was hoping you could help me understand a few things better. Could you point me to any guides or resources that might help?" So here you can see they're requesting resources. So here we can send this email to ourselves. You can see we received the email. So in our workflow, I'm going to click on fetch test. You can see we received our client's inquiry over here. So let's go ahead and generate a custom reply to this client who sent us this email. So here I'm going to click on back to canvas over here. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to classify the email so we can write a custom reply according to their needs. We'll classify this email and figure out whether whether the client is requesting for resources, links, additional information about our agency, or the client is requesting to speak to an agent in our agency. So here I'll search for text classifier, then click on text classifier. Here, text I would like to classify will be the email that our client sent us. Should be this email over here. I'll drag it right there. Now to classify our email, we'll add categories. The first category we're going to add is resources, where the resources could be either information, guides, or tools that they're requesting. And here we're going to add the description for this category. So I'll click on expression and then expand this over here. So the description of this category could be in the lines of self-service resources are educational materials that help clients solve common problems, or learn about your services, no team interaction needed. These provide quick directions, access to info, and reduce support workload. And then here we add in the categories, could be a knowledge base, where the knowledge base could be FAQs, tutorials, or articles on common issues, or documentations, which can be detailed manuals or how-to guides, tutorials and how-tos, which can be step-by-step guides or videos of specific tasks, products or service guides, which could be overviews of features, benefits, and pricing, or it could be webinars or trainings, where this could be recorded or a live session of in-depth learning. And here we're outlining an example. The client can send us a message on the lines of, "Can you tell me more about the reporting feature?" The agent will respond in the lines of, "Absolutely. Here's a guide." And then we're providing the link that walks you through everything from creating to customizing reports. And here we'd like to send them a link to a relevant help article or video and give them an option to follow up if more help is needed. So that will be the description for our first category over here. To add our second category, I'm going to add a category over here. Now the other category will be for the links, where the links could be links to external tools, forms, or platforms. Here we're going to add the description for this category. I'll click on expression, and the next one is over here to add the description of this category. The description of this category could be the lines of links and actions are external tools or platforms clients use to take specific actions. The AI agent routes clients to the right link based on their needs, helping them move forward quickly without manual help. And the categories of the description could be either booking links, where the links could be scheduled meetings or demo, Calendly, payment links for secure portal, for invoices, subscriptions, or billing updates. Could also be forms and surveys for intake forms, feedback or onboarding documents. Could also be support forms to submit tickets for technical help or service issues. Or it could also be third-party tools, which could be access to platforms like CRMs or shared drive. And here we're going ahead and adding an example. So the client could send us an email on the lines of, I'd like to schedule a product demo. How do I do that? And then the agent will reply to the client by telling them, of course, just click here to book your demo. Then here we're going to add a booking URL. Here I would like to send the link as a reply to our client. We'll also like to add a follow-up option if the client needs extra help. So that will be the description for our second category. Now we can add our third category right here. So the third category will be for the teams. So here, the client can request a live support from a human. And then here, we're going to add the description for this category. I'll click on expression to expand this right here. Then the description of this category could be on the lines of team routing connects clients with the right person, or team when human help is needed. The AI agent identifies the issues and directs the client accordingly, ensuring they get expert support without delay. And here we're adding categories like the sales team. So the client could request to speak to a sales team for pricing, demos, or sales inquiry. They could also request customer support for general help and common issues. They could also request technical support for help in complex bugs, errors, or integrations. They could also request account managers for personalized onboarding and strategy help. They could also request billing team for help with invoices, payment issues, or refunds. You could also request HR team for help with careers, benefits, or internal matters. You could also request project managers for oversight or coordination for ongoing projects. Here we are also adding an example, so the client can send us a message saying, I'm getting an error uploading files, and the AI agent will reply to the client saying, thanks for flagging that. I'm looping in our tech team now. In the meantime, this guy may help, and then here we can add a resource that may help the client. The main aim of this category, we're offering live chat with the right team members right here. And lastly, we can add a last category over here. Category will be for dynamic recommendations. And then we're going to add description for this category by clicking on expression and then expanding this over here and writing the description. The description of this category could be on the lines of personalized guidance, usage, client data like past behavior, current plan or timing to offer tailored recommendations. It's a smart, proactive way to keep the client's journey smooth and relevant. And here we're adding categories. So the client could request personalized content. So our AI agents can suggest articles, videos, or guides based on past activities. The client could also request contextual offers, and the AI agent will send them a timely suggestion during renewals, upgrades, or milestones. The client will also request proactive support, and then our AI agent will send them reminders, follow-ups, or next steps based on open tasks or issues. And here we are including an example. So the client will send us a message on the lines of, I want tips on getting my team to use the tool more. And the AI agent will send them reply. Great question. Since you're already a power user, or maybe let's say a Make user or an Anytime user, here are two advanced resources, and we can attach the link to the resources and webinar links. For more help, I can book you a consult with our product team over here. So on this category, the client could request various dynamic guidance, and then we're going to use a past behavior to send them a custom reply using our AI agent right here. So for now, we're going to use these 4 categories, but if you're running like a very huge organization, you can choose to add more categories, add description to the categories for our agent to generate a personalized reply to our clients or our customers. So here I'm going to click on back to Canvas. Here we'll add a model. I'm going to add the OpenAI chat model right here. Here, like we did with Gmail, you also need to create a credential over here by clicking on creating your credential. Then from your OpenAI API, add your API key over here and click on save to create your credential. Since I had already created my credential over here, I'm going to choose my credential and choose the model over here. I'm going to choose GPT 4.0 mini. And then click on back to Canvas over here. So here we can pin our message for testing purposes. And here we can rename this to email classifier instead of text classifier. And then click on rename. Now, since we already have an email right here where the client is requesting for resources, let us test if our workflow is going to classify our email as a resource category. So to do that, I'll click on test workflow. You can see it categorizes our email as in the resource category. Okay, so if we open this, you can see it categorized it as a resource category right here. because our client is requesting resources. So when we scroll down to view our client email that they sent us, you can see over here they're requesting for any guides or resources that might help the client right here. And we're categorizing our email that they sent us as a resource category right here. So our email classifier is working perfectly. Now we can go ahead and create an AI agent, generate a custom reply to our client. So I'll search for AI agent, click on AI agent right here. Yeah, I'm going to choose to define below. And here we're going to add our email that we just categorized. So here I'm going to drag the text over here to the prompt. I'm going to click on add and choose system message. And here we're going to write a prompt of our agent. So I'll click on expression and expand this right here and add a prompt for our agent. Now, the prompt for AI agent could be on the lines of, you're a customer support agent for Lax Automation. Your job is to reply to one client email at a time using friendly, helpful language and relevant information about Lax Automation. Lax Automation is an automation agency tailored to providing custom automation solutions that helps clients save both time and money. We specialize in streamlining processes across various industries, enabling businesses to focus on what matters most while we handle the repetitive tasks. Our solutions drive efficiency, improve productivity, and deliver measurable results, allowing clients to scale seamlessly and maximize their growth potential. Then here we're adding instructions for our agent. So we're telling the agent to only output the email body, do not include subject line or multiple responses, keep the tone friendly, conversational, and supportive, use light emojis to keep the message warm and engaging, and always sign off as Dennis at Lax Automation. So that will be the prompt for our agent. So here we're going to require a specific output format. Here we're going to choose the structured output, and here we're going to define below and write a JSON right here to output only the email body. I'm going to write the simple JSON to output only the email body, since we're sending our email as a reply to the client's question. Then I'm going to click on back. We're going to connect these 4 categories right here to our agent. Then for the chat model, we're going to use open chat model. So this will be our customer support model. And here I'm going to click on rename. Here we're going to use GPT 4.0 over here. We're also going to add memory in case our client sends us an email that will be classified as dynamic recommendations category. So I'll choose simple memory. I'm going to choose to define below, and here we can add a key. Here we can add this ID of this text of our email classifier over here. Now here, I'll rename this to customer support AI agent. And click on rename. As if our custom AI agent is going to generate for us a custom reply from the email that our client sent us over here. To do that, I'm going to click on test workflow. You can see it's classified our client's email that they sent us over here as where they were inquiring about any guides or resources that might help them. It was classified in the resources category over here. And then here, using our AI agent, we went ahead and generated a custom reply for our client over here, where we're even sharing a link for them to access the resources via our website. And I'm going to click on back to canvas. So our AI agent is generating for us a custom reply to the email that our client sent us over here. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to send our client the reply that we generated using our customer support agent. So here I'm going to search for, so here we're going to wait for a few seconds to send the reply. So I'll search for the wait node. Here you can wait for 3 seconds. And then here I'm going to go back to canvas. On this node, you can click test step. So we're going to wait for 3 seconds to send the reply, which is awesome. And then now we can send the reply to our client. To send the reply, I'm going to search for Gmail. Then click on Gmail. Then on Gmail, I'm going to click on reply to a message node. Here we're going to add our message ID. To get our message ID, I'm going to drag down below to Gmail. Then I'm going to drag our ID over here. Email type, I'm going to choose text and add our email reply that we generated using our AI agent. So I'll drag the message right here. And now to send the reply to our client that we generated using our AI agent, I'm going to click on test tab. You can see we send the email reply to our client. So here, I'm going to rename this to client reply. And click on rename. Then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to give a label to the reply that we generated using our AI agent over here. To do that, I'm going to search for Gmail. Again, click on Gmail and then click on add label to message node. I'm going to add our message ID, should be this reply over here. Then the label, I'm going to choose the customer support label that I've created on Gmail. And then to add the label, I'm going to click on test step. And now we've added a label to the reply that we generated using our AI agent and sent to our client using this node over here. So here, I rename this to customer support label. And then click on rename over here. You can see the client email that we sent. So this is the email over here where we're requesting for resources and guides. And then this is the custom reply that we sent over here, generated by our customer AI agent. So here you can see, thank you for reaching out with Real. You're using Relax Automation to assist you and understand our features better. Here's a variety of guides. Here's our knowledge base. We're linking our website. We're also adding video tutorials from the channel over here, webinars, and support team over here. Feel free to explore these resources. Let us know if there's anything else or any specific topics you'd like more information on. Happy automating. That's awesome. Let's test our workflow again with a different email message from our client. So here, to do that here, I'm going to choose to unpin this. Now, you can choose to send this client email example. But the email that the client is sending us could be on the lines of, hello, I'd love to schedule a demo and see how Relax Automation can benefit my business. Can you share a link and let me know the best way to get this set up? So this is an email of a client requesting a link to schedule for a call. So here, you can choose to send our email. In automation, I'm going to click on test workflow. Now, when we open our Gmail trigger, you can see we captured our email right here. Then we're classifying the email as in the link category. Then we're generating a custom reply using our customer support agent and sending the reply to our client via email. And then we're also labeling the email as air support. You can see the email that we sent to our client over here. And this is a custom response that we just generated using AI to our client after they sent us this email. Thank you for reaching out. We're excited to show you how Relax Automation can streamline your processes over here to help your business save time and money. To schedule a demo, please visit our website over here. This link where you can use this link to schedule a time that works best for you. Alternatively, you can reply to this email with the availability, and I'll be happy to set it up for you. Here and here, you can see that we labeled our email as to customer support over here. So try to send another client email to our agency. The example email from our client could be on the lines of, hi there, I'm encountering an issue while trying to use one of the features in Relax Automation. Whenever I try to upload files, I get an error message. I've tried troubleshooting on my end, but no luck. Could you help me resolve this? Thank you for your support. So this email will be categorized in the teams category, where we're going to send this client a live support from a human. So here, I'll send this email, and then in our workflow, I'll click on test workflow. You can see right here, we captured our email that our client, that our example client sent us. They're requesting, hey, I'm encountering an issue while trying to use one of the features of your tool. I tried troubleshooting on my end, but no luck. Could you help me resolve this? So you can see our email classifier categorized this email in the teams category, and we generated a custom support reply email using our AI agent over here. And then we waited a few seconds and sent the reply to our client who sent us the email, and then we are labeling this email as customer support. So here you can see the email that our client sent us over here. They are experiencing some trouble loading files, where they're getting an error, and then this custom reply that was generated by our customer support agent. So the reply is on the lines of, hello, thank you for reaching out, and I'm sorry to hear that you're experiencing issues while uploading files in Relax Automation. I understand how frustrating technical hiccups can be, but I'm here to help you. To assist you better, could you please provide me with specific error message you're receiving? Additional, to be helpful to know which browser or device that you're using. This information will allow me to provide you with more precise troubleshooting steps. Looking forward to your reply so we can get this resolved quickly. So it's responding as a human, which is really nice. In our team, we can choose to notify our team members if an email is categorized as teams. Can choose to notify them that there's an email that was sent them that the team should address directly. So this was a response that I generated for us over here. Labeled our response as our customer support. And lastly, we can send this example email as our client. So the client could send us this example email, which is in the lines of, hi, Relax Automation team. I've been using your platform for a while, and I want to get my team more involved and use the system effectively. Can you recommend any resources or tips on how to improve adoption across our team? we're looking for something a bit more advanced. Appreciate any help you can offer. So here I'll click on send an email. And then on our workflow, I'm going to click on test workflow. You can see here we captured our email using our Gmail trigger. So in this email, the client was requesting resources or tips on how to improve adoption across their team. Over here, so they're requesting resources. We're going to click on back to canvas. You can see our email was classified in the resource category. Then we are going ahead and generating a custom reply using our customer support AI agent. And then we are waiting for a few seconds and sending the reply to our client. And then we are labeling the custom reply as the customer support label in Gmail. You can see the email that we sent as a client. And then here you can see we generated a customized reply to our client right here. So we're sending them training sessions, document guides, best practices, feedback loop, gamification, and support channels over here to try and help the team use our system effectively right here. And then here you can see we labeled our email response as customer support. Our workflow works perfectly. So here we are capturing an email that our client is sending us. Then we are classifying the email either in the resource category, the links category, the teams category, or the dynamic recommendations category in the email classifier. And then depending on the category, we are generating a custom reply using our customer support AI agent over here. And then we are waiting a few seconds and replying to the client who sent us the email that we captured and using our Gmail trigger here. And then we are labeling the reply that we generated using our agent as in the customer support label in Gmail right here. Thank you for watching. Now, if you have a workflow or an AI agent that you'd like for me to create using any 10, just comment down below in the comment section. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.